Welcome to the Elite Dangerous Universe, Commander. My name is Drew Wager, one of the official authors who contributed to the narrative of the game. If you want a guide to the lore, you've come to the right place. This is the ongoing lore of the Thargoids. During 3304, new variants of Thargoid ships were encountered, each one more powerful than the last. Named Scouts, Cyclops, Basilisks and Medusae by independent pilots, the arrival of these new types of craft appeared to indicate that the Thargoids were either bringing increasingly powerful ships into the conflict, or adapting their craft to counter human aggression. As was previously reported, the Thargoids appeared to consider the Pleiades star cluster their own territory, and attacks on human vessels within this area increased in pitch and intensity. As the year progressed, it became obvious that the Thargoids were not limiting themselves to the Pleiades, and Thargoid vessels were noted moving closer to the core worlds of humanity. With the Pleiades area effectively annexed, more attacks took place, and finally the Aratus system, on the edge of human civilization, was decimated in one such attack. In response, the anti-Xeno organization Aegis deployed an array of 6 installations collectively called Eagle Eye in an attempt to determine the next attack location and coordinate efforts to fend off the Thargoids. The potential locations were broadcast to independent pilots in the bid to ensure that sufficient human forces could be deployed to fend off the increasingly aggressive Thargoid attacks. On August the 28th, the Pilots Federation permit-locked parts of the Cone sector of the galaxy, as it was believed to contain large numbers of newly discovered Thargoid warships, larger than all other variants seen to date. This particular type, named Hydra, was considered extremely dangerous and difficult to counter even with highly armed human vessels. The area was also referenced in Eagle Eye communications, suggesting the Thargoids were active in the region. On September the 6th, the Knossos, a megaship owned by the Canon Interstellar Research Group, and carrying a vessel complement consisting of mostly lightly armed exploration vessels, attempted a long-range hyperspace jump into a specific system in the Cone sector where permit locks did not apply. The jump was interrupted by a Thargoid attack, with the megaship being hyperdicted in transit. The Knossos was crippled as a result. Pilots aboard reported that many explorers were killed when trying to launch from the Knossos, as Hydra vessels immediately targeted and destroyed them. The Knossos was sufficiently repaired to flee from the Cone sector a few weeks later.
Ready another strike.
Wait. 70%.
In 3305, another variant of the Thargoid was seen. This one, named Orthrus, did not engage in combat and immediately withdrew when human vessels encountered them, leading to speculation that it was some kind of reconnaissance vessel. For the next 2 years, the conflict with the Thargoids continued around the borders of the core worlds. Human pilots generally gave as good as they got, and as ever, the Thargoids' end goal remained obscure. Yet the year 3307 would see a dramatic escalation in the conflict with this enigmatic alien race.